Good evening, and thank you for joining us from outside Buckingham Palace, where not even the rain or increasingly chilly temperatures could keep people from paying their respects to the Queen. And today, the Commonwealth heard from its new sovereign. King Charles III addressed a grieving nation and the world for the first time as king, promising to carry on his mother's lifelong service to the British people. King Charles and Camilla, the new Queen consort, arrived at Buckingham Palace, greeted by thousands of people. And at military sites across the United Kingdom, cannon fire rang out in a 96-gun salute, one round for each year of the Queen's life. We have a team of reporters covering the death of Queen Elizabeth and the historic royal succession of King Charles. CBS's Charlie Daggett is here with me to start it off. And good evening, Charlie. And that was quite a historic speech today. It
was historic on several levels and very emotional. Who would have thought on a day filled with such raw emotion that the King's speech would pack one of the biggest punches of all? But here is a man who lost his mother just yesterday, now king, speaking from the heart.
I speak to you today with feelings of profound sorrow.
The first King's speech was an intensely personal message.
Queen Elizabeth was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept, and she is mourned most deeply in her passing. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today.
Where he spoke lovingly of William and Kate and his other son.
I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas.
It capped an entire day of tributes for Queen Elizabeth. The bells tolled across the abbeys and cathedrals throughout the land as the nation enters a 10-day period of mourning. The death gun salute rang out from London's parks and landmarks. 96 shots in an elaborate ceremony marking each year of the Queen's life. King Charles flew back from Balmoral Castle in Scotland, making his way to Buckingham Palace. And there is the arrival of King Charles. Even as he mourns the loss of his mother, duty calls day one on the job here. And judging from crowds here at Buckingham Palace, this is one tough act to follow. But when the King and Queen consort Camilla got out of their car, they received a kind of warm welcome that conveyed the crowds here were not just gathered to bid farewell to their beloved Queen, but to greet their new king.
We wanted to be here, say our goodbyes and to welcome the new king.
To welcome the new king?
Yeah, very enthusiastically.
The day ended with a solemn remembrance service at St. Paul's Cathedral and that emotional speech that nearly brought the new king himself to tears.
And to my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey, to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this: thank you.
And Charlie Daggett is back here with us. And we also learned today about some new royal titles.
Yes, and this is significant. Most importantly, William and Kate have been elevated to Prince and Princess of Wales. And of course, that is a title that was last held by Princess Diana herself.
And what about Harry and Meghan's children?
Yes, that is significant, too, for a different reason, because as soon as the Queen died and Prince Charles ascended to the throne, they automatically take on the roles of Prince and Princess.
Charlie Daggett, thank you so much.